Hi everybody, it's Narrative Tarot. I'm here for a showcase of Mazit. No, I'm kidding. I'm here. Did make it better. I'm here with another deck review. I don't know. Like, am I supposed to? Like, I'm supposed to do anything. Anyway, I'm Narrative Tarot. Comment. Like, subscribe to the channel. I'm not doing any monthlies, although if you were here for monthlies, I read them by planet, not zodiac anyway. But trying to do book reviews, just different readings and stuff like that as I see fit. But I'm not doing any monthlies currently until 2022. I'm gonna stick to more reviews, just discussions and shit that I just want to talk about. So if you're interested in that, definitely hit subscribe. But yeah, let's get into this. So I was at the mall and I went into Anthropologie because I just like the aesthetic and the vibe of Anthropologie. Even though like plus size stuff isn't really there, it's only online, which let's work on that. But I went in there and I was just like looking around, trying to find something to spend money on. And I came across something. I came across this Oracle deck and I looked at it and I thought, oh, this would be a really cool like kind of deck. So I didn't buy it then and there, which is good for me because I can impulse buy a lot. But I decided, okay, next week you get paid, you know, if you really want it, you can go back there. So I got paid and made a beeline straight for it. And it's actually a pretty neat little deck. So if you're looking for a deck that's kind of interesting, head to Anthropologie. It might be on the website for Anthropologie. They actually may have more things from this company, like just in general. I think because the company, like I don't know if Earthkind is like a part of the company or not, but it's kind of it was kind of in this section where there was like a bunch of stuff like a jade roll, like a roller, gua sha tool, like headband wraps. It just seemed like this was just one of the many items that was a part of the company. So if you're interested, like check out Anthropologie, their like wellness section, wherever that is for you guys, and you'll find it. Hopefully. So this is the box. What it looks like. And then you like open it up and there was like a little piece that I was just kind of like, man, like, I really don't understand why. It was like a little piece that you sit the cards in, and I was like, why? Like they put more effort into designing the box than they did like how to put it in there, the cards in there. So this is some of the stuff that comes in it, and I'll read it to you. So welcome to the Oracle, a deck of carefully chosen cards designed to help you study yourself and your connections to the people and environment that surround you. The Oracle does not prescribe what each card means. Instead, with the use of the enclosed fold-out Oracle guides, it encourages you to develop and assign your own personal thoughts and meanings to each card through continued use. There are many ways to use the Oracle. The method of use and how often you use your deck is your choice. You may have a topic on your mind before you begin, or rather let yourself be led by the cards. You may opt to turn one card each day, or turn 3 or 4 cards at a time and consult the Oracle on a less frequent basis. However, do always ensure that the pack is well shuffled before you begin. So that's that, and yeah. So there's that. It's a little card here. You can go to Lucky's LUCKIES.co.uk/Calm Club, which is spelled CALMCLUB. Looks like that. And this is like again what the front of the box looks like. So it comes like this. It looks like this, like the little stickers and stuff like that to make it sure nobody like breached it. So it's 42 tarot inspired self-reflection cards. It comes in this like paper cardboardy box. So if you're into sustainability, you'll probably like fuck with that hard. And then I'm just thinking, I'm so not relatable. I'm a millennium. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. The deck itself is like quite small, so it's actually on par with like a deck of playing cards itself. I mean, it's still like palm size, like it's pretty large, but it's not like a tarot deck size, like a standard tarot deck size. Comes in like again a cardboard box. These are the guides that they're talking about. Now, the way that they fold these guys, they just be folding them any kind of way, because it's definitely not even, not anything like that. Like, you see how uneven that looks? Yeah. So, like, if you're, like, meticulous, you want to be meticulous, like, this is not the deck for you. But I like it. You get 3 of them. So you get, it's, like, kind of thematic a little bit. Like, so this is, like, places. This like grayish one is like kind of like places and elements and stuff like that, and like natural phenomena. This one is more like a natural phenomena is in like moon, sun, stuff like that. This one is more like plant based, and then this one is more like animal, like it's like animal and then like body based, like I don't know, there's no real theme to these. It's like they're grouped by theme, but there's no like apparent theme of what they are, you know what I'm saying? So like if you're looking for like like a clear section for each of the cards, like there's no clear defined one, but they're kind of grouped like I described, you know what I'm saying? Like okay, so I did the archetypes, Wild Unknown Archetypes, and so that one is like the places, the tools, the this, the that. Like this deck isn't like that. This deck isn't grouped like that. It's not random because it is grouped and they have different colors and stuff like that. But it's not. It's very like amorphous, kind of like it describes. So these are the backs, but the thing with the backs is they're different depending on the deck, the card. And the thing is, the card actually corresponds to, like, this is the lungs. Let me show you. Like, this is the lungs. This, guess what it is? Guess what it is? The water. Guess what it is? The cactus. So basically, this is what it looks like. Like, you may not get this one. So I actually found this deck quite like kind of honest, like it, because it asks you questions. It's not like you really study it. So like you pull one, I pulled a few, and like so when you go to read it, so I got the mushroom like right here. Let's go to the one that's more plant-based, right? And you open it up. It's like opening up a fucking map. Like this. And it's actually on this side. So if I were to get the mushroom, it says exploring the mushroom, and it's just a bunch of questions. Or 5 questions. Do you tend to grow on people over time? Have you discovered a sense of magic? Do you thrive in wild environments? Can you survive a bad situation? Can you spot change coming? And then you can write on here your thoughts and stuff like that. I wouldn't do that just because I don't want to like my eyes to immediately like go to like, you know, what I wrote. Just because I get the same card like every other day doesn't mean that I'm thinking the same thing about it. I think that some of the meanings solidify themselves. Just like with tarot, like there's certain cards that even if it's not the standard meaning of cards. Like, even if, you know, you pull the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords may not mean relationship issues for you. And particular decks may also influence that, right? It may mean like heart problems. It may mean, you know, lung problems. It may mean having a sharp tongue, or failed relationships due to lack of communication. Like, it may mean a lot more than, you know, what we're talking about on the surface. So now I got the water, so I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to go to the one that's more elements based. And the water, exploring the water. How can you stop friendships running dry? Do you wish to wash away the past? Are you thirsty for knowledge? Should you go with the flow? Are you floating or sinking? So this is just a good little deck, I think, when you want to just ask, get questions to ask. This would be great for like journal prompting, I think. You know, journal prompting, or like to wrap up a reading where you want to like not interrogate people, but you want to leave them with something like they can work on. You know what I'm saying? Like post reading, like, wow, those were some good questions. Like, let me write that down. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reading was good, but also being able to like write these questions down and like focus on them. That, you know, there's certain questions that may take you a good like year to figure out. You know. So never underestimate like a very simple deck like this that just asks questions. And I think it's a good deck. I don't think it's going to be like a workhorse deck for me, but I do think that when I need to explore something, I can definitely pick this one up and just look at it and ask myself some really hard questions. And since I'm looking to do emotional healing work anyway in the future, I really welcome this deck coming into my life. So that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Oracle by Calm Club. So thanks for watching. If you want to watch any of the other ones, I'll link a few for you, and you can watch the other decks that I've gotten, like reviews and discussions and stuff like that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.